My swag bag does not look like that. Damn.
Mr. Swag Bag.
All right. Oh shit! What did I just do?
Give me the
There we go.
shittiest thing I've ever seen.
Get out of here, Fred.
Fred Papadopoulos.
Are we on?
We are on. We're live.
shit.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, I didn't know we were already
Good
on. I didn't even.
everybody.
I didn't even see the screen fade to black. I was looking at the.
Keep your eyes on the
Yeah,
ball.
you know what I mean. All right, let's go. Happy Wednesday. It is 5:32 on the West Coast, 6:32 in Ketchum, Idaho, and 7:32 in Katy, Texas, and 8:32 on the East Coast. Pardon my left-hand throw. That was a little soft. It is me, Jason G. They call me Goo. My co-host Mark Deeds Klodzinski, and right below there from Ketchum, Idaho, a buddy of ours that we met at the IWCA 2026, and I just got an opportunity to spend some time with him in Salt Lake City. Good friend of the show and an overall great dude, Mr. Codrin Iorga. Codrin, what is up?
Morning.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How goes it,
And
Codrin?
just another typical work day, Get it up early, hopping on the jobs, try to take as many of the list, Nothing crazy, man. Just daily basis on the glass.
On the
Yes.
glass. And speaking of on the glass, how long you been working on the glass? How long's your business been around, and how is Ketchum, Idaho treating you?
And I
Idaho.
love Ketchum, Idaho.
Idaho.
my first connection with United States was in 2008. I was working work and travel for Williamsburg, Virginia, for a big company, Kingsman Resort. Stayed there for 3 months. Got to travel on the East Coast. After that, they offered me a 6-month contract. And I have a friend that's like, hey, come to me to Idaho. I was like, man, I ain't going there to Idaho to grow potatoes for McDonald's, style.
Potatoes.
But I said, okay, I will give it a try. Because like, hey, man, we'll go to Yellowstone, San Francisco, LA. I was like, man, I heard a couple of these. I was like, whoop, Sherry, buddy, let's do it. 6 months. And I kind of planning on being home by Christmas. Well, it took me about 10 years to go back for Christmas, enjoy family with Christmas. But no, I love this community, man. I grew up in the mountains in Romania. Small guy community, I don't like big city. I don't like traffic. I like that, lunchtime I can have it with my wife, or I can just do something, So, yeah, been in business since 2013. 2013, 2014, I touched bases before that for Uncle Jack. Uncle Jack with professional window cleaning, good dude from Florida. He had a business in here, worked for him for a little bit. And then I was off having other business and 2-3 jobs because life in here is expensive. So either you have 2-3 jobs or you have a very good one. Then I started window cleaning, man, and I treat it right like my baby, all respect, and try to do a good thing, try to improve the business, try to, get it bigger. So I'm very fortunate now. Can, still work my ass. I hope I'm going to work my ass till I'm 70, But life is good.
That's outstanding. And you said you came from Romania. At what age were you when you landed here?
When I first landed in USA, but I was back and forth, right? First time. So I moved in here in 2007, I was in Williamsburg. 2008, I moved in this valley in 2008. And then 5 years later, I started Ketchum window cleaning.
So did you move to America because of all the vampires and werewolves and stuff? Or was it just, this is a better life?
It's kind of crazy. I didn't plan on staying here. But it's true, a lot of the red tape in Romania made me stay here. Actually, falling in love made me stay here, but was a little bit of too many things. Yeah, I was planning on starting a business over there in Romania right after the college, after I graduate. And man, these people in Romania, it's not like in the USA. You start your business, you pay your taxes, you do your thing. everybody wants money under the table. I
Mm.
mean, at least that's how it was. I don't know exactly nowadays, but and I don't like to give money on the table. I love to give to the community. I love to donate to help. I never, and I try to teach everybody, especially my guys, hey, don't take with two hands because that's never good. Just always try to, you know, what you give is what you get, bro.
Mm.
So wow, so
Absolutely.
many people in here.
So far, yeah,
I'm
man, we
gonna
got
get to
Chuck
it.
D in the house, the Prez, Scott Aaron Krantz is
Ooh
here, Craig
la.
Hensel, Damien, of course, Adam Hogan Jr., our buddy from
Yeah.
Window Cleaning Nation, Jake Van O,
And
and
all
Idaho.
these good people, man. See, this is what I love about this podcast, and also about, man, it's all the good cats coming in, and not only coming in, but they want to offer something. And
Ooh,
then
it's
it's
cool
just so
cats.
it's
impressive how all these good people come together to help others, man.
it's
Yeah,
exactly
thank you.
right. And you
Good
and I
community.
talked about that a little bit this weekend. And you mentioned a term again today, giving with both hands and not taking, you know.
No, never take. I think it's
One
a
of the
sweet spot to give and take a little bit. Sometimes it's good to be a little Robin Hood, but not much.
yeah.
Try to
Well, one
try
of the
to.
things too is it's great to give, but also sometimes it is good to receive too. And when somebody offers you something, they're giving it to you from the kindness of your heart. Absolutely, you want to because it's nice for them to feel like they're giving as
Right?
well. And you are a very generous person. We hung out together a bunch in Florida, and then we just got a chance to visit a bunch in Utah. Um,
Utah.
what was the difference between the event or what were some of the differences between the event that we spent time together in Orlando and the time that we spent together in Utah this past weekend?
And to be sincere with you, very similar, very similar because a lot of the good people have to mention it here, Mr. Gabe, man, amazing guy that came out of Arizona. It was amazing to see him teaching his techniques to these new youngers, right? Everybody like took time and teach the younger window cleaners some good techniques and giving some tips. And no, man, I feel like definitely at the different scale, right? Time was, just flew by. I didn't even get to talk with really everybody. I tried to, but it was a great event. They put it amazing together. Kudos for them, man. And they took so much time, and not only time, but money out of their pockets to
Yeah.
put this event together. That's what we
Yes.
need. Yeah.
Yeah, Jake and Michael Koleski, they really put it together. They backed it on the financial aspect, which is really sweet of them, and it was an extreme success. I had so much fun
Yes, I
meeting a
think
bunch
so.
of new meeting a bunch of new people and finding out what makes people tick is kind of my jam. And being able to have those personal interactions on a one-on-one level basis. I mean, what's there's not much better than that, right, Codrin? I mean, you talk to
No,
probably you got to
no.
have talked to almost everybody.
Yeah, I try to. Definitely, I try to. I don't know if I got to really talk to everybody. Probably I did. Maybe a couple of ladies because I don't want to be misunderstood or stuff like that. But
Preach, preach.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, man, I love that. Mike put together that window that we could play around. One another amazing thing that I really like, man, I got to try his tools. Sincere, feels good in hand. Actually, I was telling you that I don't really use steel wool. Last couple of days, I had two jobs that we had to. My guys like, hey, Codrin, can we just tackle it with like steel wool outside, man? Come on. It's like in my mind's like, man, I wish I had a couple of these tools. I didn't order them, but pretty soon they're gonna be in my truck too. We don't
Nice.
use steel wool daily basis,
Sweet.
but 10 years ago, they would have saved my life, man. They would have saved my life, and I'm gonna get to order this product. I really want to have my guys play with it too, even once in a while. But for people that use steel wool daily basis, that's a nice way to go. Is just save your wrist, man, and save your skin, and
Got some
it
brown.
just. I'm very proud of his work. Good luck to him into developing even more. I know maybe we were talking and or some issues with the first edition, but of course, man,
It's a
the and
first edition.
Right?
PlayStation had a problem.
What do you expect?
Yeah.
So all the support from me and from the community towards this product and towards him. We need as many people as him to try to make our life easy, and mad respect for this kind of people, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, inventors, and those who collaborate with others, and they get that information, and then they make improvements.
Right,
That's what it's all about.
right.
That's exactly what it's all about. I want to welcome in Nick Anderson. Happy belated birthday! He celebrated a
Yeah,
birthday yesterday.
yeah.
Nick Anderson, we all met him as well. Hope his birthday was great. Adam says, "Give Bob a scratch." I pet all of the dogs this morning. They're out of control. Are you an animal lover? Do you have animals in your household, Kadreen?
No, I do not. And the reason is when I moved in here, I had with my ex-wife, I did have two Yorkies that I spoiled and took them on bike rides in the little baby carry-on in the back and stuff. Now I do not have pets in the house. When I moved in here, the lady's like, no pets at all. I do have pets in my life.
Yeah,
And I have such a lifestyle that, to be sincere with you, doesn't allow me to have pets because I like to travel. If I work hard in the summer, in the winter months in Idaho and here, it's cold. We don't like to clean windows
Idaho.
just to a minimum. So I get to travel a lot. So if I work hard in the summer, in the winter, I get to travel. So
that means you're a responsible person, and you're not owning
For
pets when you shouldn't.
barking for all year.
yeah, no, I did like a week dog sitting for a buddy of mine, Christian. He had to go travel for a week. Man, that's life changing. Getting
Yeah.
up, that's totally life changing. And I'm not at that point yet. I love dogs. I love cats. My mom is like, she's having like 5 cats at her property, like one dog that's hers, and 2 others that comes to eat over there. So, yeah.
Well, I love my animals. And one of the cool things too is when I went on this past week, my first stop was at Koleski's house, and he also had 3 dogs. So I felt like I was right at home. Whenever I travel, I'm a big bag of bitch. I'll admit it, man. I start missing my family quick. I start missing my dogs quick. And to be able to kick it and have the pooches around was a great touch. When I did my trip last summer, I hadn't had any interaction with hardly any animals, and then I got to Mike Matthews' house, and he had pooches there for me too, and it was like, yes. So
Pooches.
I love me some dogs, and I like dogs.
That's a
It's an old
fact.
Saturday Night Live reference, in case you were wondering. Little Molly
Something
Shannon for that
hilarious.
ass. So, Codrin, let's talk a little business. Right before you hopped on, we were talking a little bit about your sweet spot for employees and things like that. Right now, how many guys and or gals do you employ, and how long of a season do you guys have in Idaho?
And always
Idaho.
depends how long the winter is. Sometimes it starts early. Like this year in February, we had a storm that messed up most of the windows. So we start having calls very early. April is like going up. Just May, it's already madness. May, June, July, uh, it's crazy. Right now, it's 3 guys and 1 girl, and I usually like to have like 6 well trained. I have a couple of people that sign up. They want to come work for me part time, starting mid June, and I'm
Okay.
excited for that. There are internationals that comes in from Romania to work at the resort in here in Sun Valley, but they don't give them good hours or not enough hours, so they seek some extra work. And most of the time, I pick up one Eastern European. Sometimes
Mhm.
was Bosnian, sometimes was Serbian, sometimes was Romanian. Doesn't matter. They come in with good attitude. They come in to work. They're willing to learn, and sincerely, I also learn from them, brother.
Yeah. You know what? That's what being a good boss is all about, or a good manager, a good listener.
And
When
I don't really like the
And the
word
walrus.
boss. I
Yeah,
said, I guess when the big boss is coming, you see it is my wife. She's the big boss.
My
yeah.
wife.
Well,
Uh,
being a good
you want
leader
to
and a
be a
good
leader,
person.
man. Yeah, And
Being a
don't
good
be
leader
afraid
and
of
a good
growth.
person requires us to be able to learn and adapt and listen to others to, you know what I mean? We all learn from one another. I want to say good morning real quick to Gabe Gutierrez. Thanks for popping in. He's up bright and early, bright and early. It's super early for us out here in Arizona. So I appreciate you, Gabe. Gabe was doing some great things this past weekend at the event as well, doing a lot of interviews. He kind of helped he kind of helped video all of the events while Jake and James emceed and gathered all the stuff. So it was a lot of fun seeing him this weekend too. I felt for Gabe. He was going through some stuff with the fam, and I have been in those exact same shoes while traveling for events like this, and it's very difficult to keep your mind on what you came to do when you have things going on back home. So Gabe, I hope some of those things are getting a little more ironed out, and it's not so much of this anymore, and it's a little more of this.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
you speed up and you just go over
Yeah,
this.
we were just we're glad you got to join us, Mr. Gabe. Really,
Yeah,
really, you know, you're amazing, amazing person. I love to see you teaching. I love to see you around. I always have something to learn from you.
absolutely, absolutely. Deeds, what's on your agenda today?
Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. No, I've got a busy morning anyway. Our dispatch company, we sent a driver out to San Antonio, so about 3 hours away. So at 8 o'clock, I've got to sit in a chair for 30 minutes and kind of dispatch. So while we're filming, I'll like put it on mute and then send a driver somewhere or whatever. But I'm doing that for a little while. My wife, Kylie, my wife, is going to the school this morning and setting up for the kids' splash day, which is no longer a splash day because it's raining. It's going to be an indoor day, so she gets to put up, balloon animals, all that fun stuff, and get it set up for the kids. End of school party type thing going on this week. Very busy, but we've got like 100% chance of rain all week, so my phone's just going to ring for gutter cleaning, and got to find some blue skies to go clean them.
Yeah, we don't like rain, man. I mean,
No,
not one day you take it, 2 days you take it, you go do some insights, but yeah, we don't like rain.
yep, rain sucks. Here's my forecast.
Whoa. I feel for you, brother. I had something. I think I had something similar like 3 weeks ago, and everybody was trying to push me. It was saying chance of rain, chance of rain. Basically, we had like a couple of rains, man. One rain, two rains doesn't get the windows dirty unless it's something exceptional. We also, I keep telling them, hey, we offer like 7-day rain guarantee. And I always tell them, please feel free. We know we have rain in the forecast, but we're offering 10, 14, 7 days, rain guarantee. So just give us a call. We'll come. We'll do touch-ups for free.
Nice.
Nobody called me back, man. Nobody called me back. So, you just got to be out there and try to offer it. And some people understand. Some people, they're like, oh, no, move me. And now I have a problem because all these people that wanted to be moved, then it's like, hey, now it's going to be maybe another week or so before I get to you because,
Well, I'm always a stickler for getting gutters. If I get a call for gutters, I'll try and schedule them as soon as possible, because if I wait a couple days and it rains, it gets everything nasty, then it's my fault for not getting in there and getting rid of it. And I know gutter customers, they want it done sooner than later. That's the only reason they're calling, kind of like window people. Like, I need it done tomorrow. I had a customer, I had a story here, but I went left field with the lady there. Gutters, important. Windows, important. Rescheduling. Oh, yeah. I had a customer, they're like, can you get them done by Thursday? I said, no, I can be out Friday morning. And she never responded because it was like urgent. So I went Friday, did the gutter, sent her the invoice. She's like, hey, did you just leave? Are those your bags by the curb? I'm like, yeah, those are my bags. Like 3 bags full of stuff. Oh, I was going to wait to have you come out and clean them until after everything else fell. I was like, hey, remember that one time you sent me that text that said, can you get it done by Thursday? We need it done ASAP. She said, oh, yeah, I did say that. I'm like, okay, very cool. I'm glad we're on the same page there, But I told her, if something falls in there in the next 30 days, just call me. I'll come blow it out for you. I don't normally do that, but for a 30-day, I offer a 30-day clog-free guarantee. But no one calls me back on it because I physically make sure they're clear and they're clean, like a window. Looks good. So, offer those rain guarantees.
I try
I
to
don't.
stay. I mean, it's not like I don't like gutters. I really do gutters. I blow a couple of gutters for a couple of my clients.
Sure.
The thing is, when it's busy for Windows, it's busy for
Yeah.
Windows. So I don't have the time to do
Juggling.
gutters.
Yeah.
If they
I
will
don't blame you.
be cleaning gutters, right after the snow melts or something but nobody does that. Everybody's like in the fall. In the fall, we're busy for this area, for this market. So that's the reason I just stay away from gutters.
Yeah, if you can do it, roll with it. There's a lot of guys like myself offer the
Yeah.
different services because people want. Well, if you can do that and we trust you, we like you, we'll have you do the other stuff too. And that's why even like Craig Hensel, big purist, he doesn't do anything but window cleaning. Like he's like, that's what we do, and can make good money at it.
Man, to be sincere with you, I would love to do something in the winter, and I always ask my employees, like, man, what do you guys like to do? Maybe dog sitting, maybe sun sitting. I said painting. They don't like painting. To try to keep them
Yeah.
pretty busy in the summer, because we have access to a pretty good database of clientele. Over 800, 1,000 clients that
Yeah.
already trust us being in their house, so they would trust us with other things, and that's something I
Yes.
want to approach more aggressive to, but I want to make sure my employees likes it too. So it's we got to find something, car detailing or whatever it is, to do something in the winter, so I don't lose my people, man, because a lot of times it's hard to hold for me good people over the winter.
Yeah, and you got to
Well,
do what's best for them too, because if they don't want to be doing it, then you don't want. It's not a
Yeah.
service you want to provide.
well,
Right.
if you've got ladders and employees, look into the Christmas light aspect about leasing lights to customers and how lucrative that can be after about 2 to 3 to 4 years.
The thing with lights is the same with gutters. Everybody puts lights up in October, November, December. We usually,
busy
with
time.
the base of clientele, we're busy till Christmas. After Christmas, it's just construction clean, move in, move out, sales on the market, but it's not full on. And sometimes we just don't like to work in 4 feet of snow, brother. By the time I dig in to set up the ladder and make sure it's all safe to work, that's all my profit before I even, clean the windows. So I have to work. Usually the winter costs me quite some money, but if we work hard in the summer, it's worth it. So,
Nice. Hey, I wanted to give a shout out real quick. Corey Climas, thanks for popping in. Luke popping in. Corey hates the gutter muck, and Luke is like Deeds. Definitely makes time for the gutters. Definitely makes time for the gutters. I'm not. We don't really have gutters on tons of houses out here. Some have them. A lot of them in the elder communities, of the little duplexes and things like that. It's not something that I do regularly. I think I do one gutter job a year. I have been getting a couple more solar gigs. It's not it's not my favorite. I'll do it when somebody asks for it, but I don't necessarily pitch it. I don't know where Deeds went, but there he is. Yeah, I don't normally pitch it. Do you have solar? Do you have a lot of solar up in Idaho?
I do not have
Internet
a
went
lot of
out. I think I'm
solars.
back.
I do have solars in Idaho. I do clean quite a bunch of solar panels. It's just pretty simple. It's not like big, it's just maybe second story roof, or some of them are just plain in the yard. I do solar panel. It's not necessarily my gig, but since I'm there cleaning the windows, I clean them, just deionized water, just soft brush, deionized water, rinse them off, call it good. You definitely can see the difference. I'm not specialized in that. I try to be careful, always see wires and stuff. Which I just one thing I gotta mention, man, over this Salt Lake trip. It's incredible for me how easy the business in here is compared with other areas, man. I just realized that, man, for me, business is so easy. There are a lot of window cleaners really making all these calls, trying to, get the business going, trying to, I'm so fortunate because I just have a list of people, and the way you teach them is the way you have them. Say, I book by the week, I put you down for this week. I'll let you know the day before, unless I can squeeze you earlier. So there would be a shorter call if it works out good. If it doesn't work out good, because I try to keep people in the same area. So
Yeah.
I'm so fortunate in that regard, and trying to cut costs and cut driving time. And
But you know what though, Codrin? you're fortunate now. It didn't start that way. It took 13
No,
years and 14 years of growth. So it's one of those things that sometimes, I have some slow months, especially in the June, July, August months. And then, there's times where I have to shuffle and schedule. But like you, I've got that list of clientele. But there are times when we just don't have the work. And if you're in a smaller area and you're that big fish in that smaller pond, keep crushing, dude. And you know why you are continuing to crush is because the service that you provide, the people that you employ, and the manner in which you roll, like how you operate. It's that positivity, that giving, and making sure the job is done real. The job is done right, and the job is done well the first time.
yeah.
Um,
No,
you
I
mentioned earlier also about hiring when you have a staff. Sometimes it's diverse, right?
yes.
Men, women. You're giving opportunities to people from other areas. I have a large Romanian population in my area,
Oh
and
yeah,
I too have found that some of those cats are um, pretty. Their work ethic is stellar. The work that they're putting out is quality. And there's in particular two young cats. They're 17 years old. They've hit me up and they've approached me about how to operate some business. Where to go. I sent them to a little honey hole. I'll probably never be able to go back to one of my little honey holes because they fucking poached it and crushed it. But I love seeing different types of people be successful in our industry. What are some of the best things that both of you, Mark, this one's for you too. What are some of the best things that about our industry that you, when you're talking to potential hires, what are some of the best things about our industry that you can relate to them?
After you, Mark.
Independence. Aside from having the homeowner being your absolute boss, you're pretty much on autopilot at this job. You've got one side of the house, 10 windows, clean them, make them look nice, move to the next side. I mean, it's not a hard job, but you also don't, you're not under the stress of like a ticket counter going off as like a line cook. You're not an assembly line being forced to do something every 12 seconds. You've got your own freedom to work at your own pace. Unless you're an employee, you really don't want them slacking. But you can move slowly and you can just enjoy your time listening to music and getting work done, getting paid for it.
Yeah, listening to music. One of my rules: only one headset in the year. 1 year always open.
Sure.
No,
I follow that rule. Yeah, I follow that rule too. Just in general, there's too much shit in the world going on. You need to be cognizant of everything that is going on around you at all
I've
times.
got the earbuds have surround sound, so I can listen. Like they feed in exterior sound. So
I'm not smart enough to figure that out.
right.
Just go one in and I can hear.
That
um, yeah, for me here, I get people, and I get people that goes to construction university, to tech university, to being an architect, and they have opportunity over the summer to check out some of the coolest houses in the area, man. The ones with long driveways, the ones that, and they get inspired by that and they like it. And it's not like a day to day you go to work, you stay in the same kind of office box, you get to be out, man. And window cleaning, it's as long as you get it down and you're well trained and build a little confidence. Might take a little bit of time, but it's just easy, man. It's just easy. It's beautiful. It's art, It's just with the squid. You gotta adapt to the window, to the job, you gotta have some knowledge about it, But it's just I love this job, and most of all my employees really love the job, and for them it was a good experience, even if it was 3 months or I had employees for 6 years. So
Hey, what did you think about? I know that I think you got an opportunity to meet a couple of Jake's guys that he works with. Jason was one of them. Guy about my size, blonde hair, ponytail, long beard.
Man, I wish I would have that kind of employees, and I was taking
32 years, bro. That dude's been slinging suds. That's pretty dope,
Wow.
man. And I'll tell you what, I got an opportunity to work with him. He was rocking pole. I was doing a little bit of tiny ladder work, but I tried to take a quick break and watch this dude operate, and it was cool to sneak away. And it sounds really corny, but one of my favorite things to do is when I'm in a different city or when I'm working with others is I want to watch them operate. I want to see how they tackle different things. I want to pick up little tricks of the trade. Even if I'm not asking questions, I'm zoning in on hand placement. I'm zoning in on brush placement. You know what I mean? Like I want to watch these dudes get down. Even if it's to say, hey, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I had that
I always pull over, bro. Even if in the area that I'm at, I know most of the window cleaners personally. I'm friend with them. I really love the good window cleaners. I don't badmouth any bad window cleaners. I pretend I don't know them. Say, oh, who are them? I think I heard about them, but I have these guys and these guys that I know they do always a good job. But especially even now, I turn it down business. So at least I tell my potential customers that I don't have time for. At least I said, hey, you can go to X or Y, and give them a call. But I tell them good window cleaners are pretty much booked. You're lucky if you get even them. I'm not. So for me, even in this area where we're good friends with the good window cleaners, but I always pull over and watch them, especially when I travel. It's funny in Europe, the window cleaning in Europe is kind of crazy. I go to Europe quite often, and I was actually in Bucharest, and I should have, but I'm not a content creator. I just shoot some videos for fun. I don't really post them. And there were two ladies over here.
You showed me that.
So I was trying to teach them how to, cut in and save a little time for themselves. And, hey, instead of cleaning these 100 windows, it saves you like half of the time just with this couple of little tips. And it's funny that 5 minutes later, I see them inside doing the tricks that I teach them. So it's like, life is good. It's good to share and help each other, man.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yes.
Go ahead, Deeds.
Yeah, you could have saved your wrist from undue movement. You could have developed carpal tunnel in the next couple of years if you hadn't showed her a little trick.
To be sincere with you, I had problems. It's because of I kick something, and I still got to kind of take it easy. Luckily, I work with both hands, so I try to put a little of this to rest. But yeah, and another thing with the steel wool with the Mac thing, man, that would help with that too. But what I want to talk about, all the good people in the industry, man. I got to see, besides Mr. Gabe, everybody knows him. We know who he are. Very lovely people, and teaching everybody, youngsters especially, how to do it right. Man, last night I was, having my last smoke before the night goes, and here comes a post on one of the Facebook groups, right? And Jake took time to answer a question, probably was like 10 o'clock or something, to teach somebody or give him guidance on what he was doing wrong and whatnot. Man, that's impressive, man. These kind of people that gives time to answer questions based on their huge experience, and that's why I love the community.
Exactly. And you're part of that community, Codrin. Like you are a class act. Like you were saying, you showed me that video. I remember you're like, check it out. So he's basically showing these housekeepers how to get down. And literally at the end of the video, they are doing side to side. And the movement was pretty solid for somebody who was really not qualified to be doing any of it.
The first time doing it.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. You also mentioned too, you travel a ton, bro. 22 trips already this year?
No, 22 flights. 22 flights.
22
because
flights,
when I fly,
right.
I keep going. No, this year, between I went with my wife in Hawaii. Then we had the trip to Orlando. Then I went to Romania. From Romania, I went to Italy. From Italy, back to Romania, back in the States. Then I went to Arizona. It just adds up because just a trip over the pond is 6 flights. You travel a little bit. You fly a little bit around Europe. You take a couple other vacations. Just Orlando was 5 flights for me. Hawaii was 5 flights, so it adds up quite fast.
Yeah.
But
Romania has a large international airport.
And it's Bucharest International Airport is the one I fly in because my sister lives there, have a couple of properties. It's not my favorite. It got better over the years. Like I said, it has some nice facilities. This one is the one when I taught the housekeepers how to do it right. It's called the Terms, even people flying in from Italy in the morning and leaving in the night. Very cool facility they have of their spa and massages and all these fancy saunas with the shows. Bucharest itself is not my gig. It's a little bit like Mexico City. I like it. I go out, I don't mind. I feel safe. It's safe city, Bucharest, but
who would kidnap you over there? What's going on?
Did I got pushed out? Talking too much shit. Huh?
No, you're good.
I'm just wondering. I saw the movie Taken, so I'm kind of an expert on kidnapping and retrieval. But I was just wondering, like, if you're in Romania, what to avoid? Besides vampires, it would be.
And Romania is a very, very safe spot. It's an ex-communist. It's a very safe spot. You can travel, but like everywhere, depends who you travel with.
Sure.
It's nice to have a body over there.
Yeah.
Growing up in Romania, for me, it's easy to travel. I always kind of have to watch my back when I travel. But I went to Napoli, and that's one of the biggest scam city or, pickpocket. I've been to recently. I never had a problem. I went to Barcelona. That's another one. I never had a problem. I never really have a problem anywhere. Either
I got shook down in Barcelona, and I'm not I got shook down by the fucking cops, though, not by regular people. Yeah, the cops shook me down. I don't like. That was one thing I am not used to seeing. I felt like there were more police in Barcelona than there were citizens and tourists. I've never seen so many effing cops in my life, and I was just like, how does a city, how does a state, how does a community have enough money to pay this many people to be police officers?
Spain. I think all Spain. I've seen that in Seville too. Everywhere I travel in Spain, I've seen a lot of cops, man.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that.
Have a lot of pickpockets and have a lot of other,
Sure.
So,
yeah, it was wild. So what are of all the? So listen, I want to say a couple things too. Good morning to John Whitmer. Sorry, I don't have my readers on. Gabby and to Jessica Battle who have popped in. It's good to see you guys. Chuck D, Jordan Eklund. Good morning. Craig's got some questions too. What do you say?
Jordan, happy birthday for Jordan yesterday too.
Oh, Jordan's birthday yesterday as well. Happy birthday! Woo woo! Everybody's having some great birthdays. Gypsies in Barcelona, man. The Barcelona trip was wild. Yeah, I do. What are some of your favorite places to travel to? So while I was saying about the Barcelona being so many cops, I actually was staying at the Sagrada Familia, and it was actually like a very other than that shakedown, the whole experience was very spiritual for me. Like I felt like, I don't know, man. It was an amazing experience. What has been one of your favorite places? Shut up, Fred. One of your favorite places to travel to?
You might be surprised, man, but was Oman. My sister, I'm very lucky. My sister wants me to go in Europe. She's very good schedule planner for this kind of trips. It's a lot of exploring to do. So a few years ago, we went in Dubai for New Year's Eve. And since Dubai is so expensive, we only stayed like 4 nights over there by the marina. And then my sister planned another, I think like 7 days, 8 days in Oman. First, when I heard about Oman, I said, hey, don't take me over there. I don't want to go there. Yeah, but once seeing, man, the people quality and just the landscape was amazing. We did some amazing hiking and stuff, and
that's why they call it Oman, because people see it and they're like
snorkeling.
Oh man!
And plus, I have like places like Bosnia. For me, it's hard to travel in the summer. So For me, in the winter, I kind of chase somewhere between, Jamaica, Mexico, Hawaii, Dubai, Oman, something. But there's so
Sounds
many
about the
beautiful.
right hemisphere.
And like I said, it depends who you're going, what you're doing. Now I've been I really like Napoli. Rome was okay. Capri was spectacular. Just didn't have time to spend enough time in Capri. Everywhere you go, it's something here, man. I just love to go and hang out with the locals, local
When
bars,
you
local food,
when you
experience the traditions and
when
everything.
when you eat in Napoli, or do they have
And
never-ending
listen, so
pasta bowls there?
we went to this pizzeria where Live Love was
Live, laugh,
shot.
love.
Yeah, that's
Some Michelin star recommendation over there. Yes, there was shoot over there. I got actually to sit at Maradona's table, had his picture over there. So that's where Maradona, when he would go out to that would go. And the pizza was like $6, bro. And it was just top notch, fresh, good pizza. For me, Italian food was just a little bit too much. It was either pasta or croissants, bakery stuff or pizza.
going right
But
to your
I
butt.
did eat some good stuff at good local restaurants. It just didn't flip me over like other times. And sometimes we were just on the road that we just sit at the restaurant and just eat like a pork pancetta or whatever, Just try to get the smaller family owner restaurants. I think they're the go everywhere we travel.
Nice. Avoid the corporate shills.
Yeah.
So, what is the plan for your day today, Codrin? Are you out smashing on the glass? What do you got going on? You
Oh
killing
yeah.
some solar?
Once I hang out with you guys, I have one of my favorite properties actually, just because of the wine it holds. Has a huge wine case, and that's
Awesome.
I'm gonna tackle that. I hope I have enough time to make it to some Buddy's restaurants because I have some friends that have restaurants in here, and I was slack. So now they reopen. I gotta make it there because they reopen tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to make it there. Just fill out the day, man. I have family visiting from Arizona, and tonight is gonna be a girls' night at my spot, and they're gonna have wine. So I might work till dark, bro. I don't,
Yeah, stay away from
have
the house.
I hope my guys gonna be up for a long day. They usually are, so I'll just work, bro, on the glass, enjoying it.
Awesome.
Codrin, in Arizona, they're in Tucson, right?
Yeah, they from Tucson, Arizona, Green Valley. Actually, they're just sleeping, but I told them, hey, I'm gonna be loud this morning because I have this opportunity to be with Gwen Deeds, got this honor to be on this, so I might be a
You're
little
the
bit
man,
loud.
bro.
Appreciate it.
It's dude, like we're honored to have you. You're a very great guy for the industry. The questions that you ask are always on point, and the knowledge that you have as well too. Like we had the opportunity to have a real quiet, chill get together over at Jake's house on Saturday night, right? Like the last night,
It was amazing.
me, you, myself, or yeah, you, me, Koleski, and Jake, right? And we went to watch a fight. I don't think any of us watched any of the fight. We were kind of just going over a couple things in our heads,
think you missed it.
like replaying the weekend as it went out, and then all of us were kind of having some conversations about business decisions and what we would do and in certain circumstances and in this circumstance we're all trying to relay information, but how great is it being able to have other ideas bounced off of one another, and at that point too we're all wiped out, like
Right.
how great is it to have people at different stages in their window washing careers to bounce all that stuff off of?
No, it's crazy, man. Because like I say, I've been in business for so long, but I'm still learning, man. We're still learning
Sure.
every day, and having just hang out with the big cats like you guys, like all the people I mentioned, like all the people that comes together. Because usually the douches in our industry, they don't like to spend money on stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
always at these gatherings is all the good quality people and all the passionate window cleaners that always like try to be better, try to improve, and from little tips, from just basic discussions, even outside in the park, even at the IWCA or the huge, just in just talking, you get so much information that's such a high value, man. That doesn't really put your money in the pocket today, but make you think. And even if there are things that like, oh, I know that, it's good to remember, to read knowledge, to it's just so amazing, man. I'm so glad to be part of this community. I wish I'd be a little more of a content creator. Maybe in Slack time, I might try to shoot some short videos. I just so many out there, and I don't know if I have that much to teach or to put into the business, but yeah, we'll see.
Yep. Hey, you know what though, Codrin, you do other things. It's the content that you create is a little different. You make people think. And I asked you, I just mentioned you ask great questions. Scott Aaronkrantz, he agrees with me. He's like, I think Codrin asks me the best questions when I see him. And I think it's the way that you ask the question, or maybe the way it's worded. It's like, I don't know. You'd probably be a very good interviewer as well. That's from somebody who tries to ask people questions all the time and tries to get people to draw information out of. I appreciate that about you.
But
Your
I try to
questions and
find a
answers.
genuine answer, and I know that I ask people within the industry that have the knowledge, and they are there to share their knowledge. So I take the opportunity to try to find out something, to learn something. So
Yeah.
it's
So if there's anything in this, is there a building in your city or in Idaho that you haven't tackled that you'd absolutely love to tackle? And
Idaho.
yeah, that one I want to know.
That's I'll tell you a very quick story, okay? So there was this big limelight building up over here, right? And I was like so interested, like, man, I want to do that windows construction thing, okay? For me, it was kind of a challenge, big project, I knew I would have to do a lot of that work, but I do have a friend like Christian. He was doing rope work in San Francisco, and he moved back having his own business in here. I knew I could count on him for some couple of drops if needed.
Yeah.
And I put in a bid, man, and I was so happy, but somebody worked me from within and used my bid against me. And then they tried to hire me after the construction thing was done to do it, but I just said, you know what? They want it in June. My June is booked. I'm not gonna do it. I don't have time. I want to keep my old clients and do a big job like that. I do have houses that I drove by, and I say I want to do that house. The thing is, the very nice houses in here has a very long driveway, so you don't really see them. I did took one off my list last year. Huge job, bro. I talked with the property manager. I do a few properties for them. It's like, hey, I want you to do this house. And it's like, man, I go in and it's like, hey, I'm not going to ever touch the inside because it's too much inside and too much liability. And it's not even the money there. I did the outside once and partially twice. It's not because if I work with ladder holders, I don't want to mess around. For me, safety is first. The ladder holder, you still got to pay him. At the end of the job, I kind of broke even. Was good for me. And I told the property manager, hey, thank you for the opportunity. I love to do it. Was on my bucket list to do it. She was happy with the result. She called me now to say, hey, do you want to do it again? And I was like, man, I don't know, because there are a couple of spots that I kind of lose the 3-point contact.
Yeah.
And I'm not feeling safe to do it. I'm definitely not going to put my guys to do it. I'm still busy. I think I already recommended my buddy, probably Bo, because he was in the house too. So I think I'll skip it this year, maybe another year. But yeah, I do have bucket list, my bucket list, big, beautiful houses that I love to take care of. And I feel like I did most of them, most of the ones I went to over the years.
Awesome. Well, we're getting pretty much kind of close to the end of the show. A couple of things that I wanted to do. Deeds, you kind of stepped out of the office today, and you're not really in the field. So normally I was going to ask about what's in your bucket. I'll just go over real fast what I've got going on in here. So as I mentioned yesterday, I was doing some solar, and I may be picking up a little today too. So I got big old 20-inch.
Wow.
See, got my maker belt in here. Let's see, I got that.
Pro
18,
power.
18 Sorbo. Got my lowrider. Got a blade. Let's see what we got. I got a track brush from the show. Did you see any of these at the show?
No, I did not. I wish I would. I used to
Jake's
use
buddy
the red
Tim
brush.
Valentine, I think, brought these. Got one of these. I'm gonna try that out. I got my other track brush.
Yeah, that's what I. That's the one
I
I
have one of
use a lot.
those.
That's the
I
one.
double-
Got little handy dandy Sorbo,
Sweet.
and then the mag scrubber.
Yeah,
So
I gotta get some of these for sure.
and some crush.
Nice.
So
That's
that's what I'll be fucking with today.
I love the crush. I love the crush. Good.
Yep, the crush is
saving
nice.
in.
Nice
That
slide.
crush made me a lot of money last year. I switched from Bowman. I was a phone guy for over a decade. I love Orange Crush. I got to meet the people that developed, great product. Look, made me money. Made my life easy.
Awesome. And it smells good. People like it.
Yep.
And it
Mhm.
smells good. So yeah, Codrin, you've been on the show enough. At the end of the show, what we like to do is give you the opportunity to give a shout out to some of your peeps. Anybody you would like to give a shout out to, send some love to.
Yeah, probably my employees, family, my wife, Robin.
My wife.
My wife.
And, basically, man, to all these passionate window cleaners that take time, develop new products, teach others how to do it. They have all my respect, and all the people, all the board members in IWCA, they always try to be out and help people, and WCR, and all these good old cats that takes time and gives time to make our industry better, man.
Oh yeah. Deej, you want to go? You want me to?
No, I'll go. Jason Rains just said thanks for recommending the gutter gizmo, Mark. I
Saw
used it for
that.
the first time, and it was clutch. And yeah, you're welcome. Everyone needs a gutter gizmo. Put it on the end of a trad pole, an older pole, and pull the junk to you. I use it a lot because I have a lot of crepe myrtles in Houston that are at like the two sides of the front of the home that are going up and blocking downspouts. So I have to get on the gutter, and there's like 6 feet away, so I've got to pull the shit to me. So get a gutter gizmo, guys. It works. Thank you, Codrin, for coming on this morning.
Thank you for having me. Quick little thank you also to Sophia, right? And Nicoletti being some amazing shots.
Yes.
I mean, everybody too. I'm very excited to see Gabe's interviews too. That's going to be great. And a lot of I really want to watch it to learn some stuff. So, I bet it's
always pick up
good
nuggets
in there.
from Gabe's interviews. Yeah. Got some good questions.
Yeah, Gabe is one of the best interviewers out there. He's always so well prepared. And again, he does relay the questions out perfectly. So, yeah.
And yeah, thanks, Kylie. And thank everybody else for watching. Chris and Alex, all you guys do. I want to thank Frank Rave. We're going to be starting a new segment doing How's the Weather in Amsterdam, where we're going to get some Frank action every morning. He sent us a video today. It was a little bit long.
Uit mijn wijken met de ramen. Ik ben glaaswasser, mevrouw. Wat bent u dan doen?
Yep. He was saying, good morning,
Yo,
what's
guys,
up?
it's the
Pants are
weather
down.
upcast from Haarlem, the Netherlands, in Europe. It's windy.
All right, it's windy in Europe today. Thanks, Frank. It's windy in Europe. So if you're in Europe today, if you're visiting Holland or France, put on your pants because it's windy. Yeah, we're going to be doing Frank. He's going to be popping in and give us weather reports from Amsterdam. So that's awesome.
He's gonna be our what's the dude from Family Guy?
How's the weather out there, Ali? It's hot.
It's hot.
Oh, it's raining. I hate this job. But yeah, good stuff. So thanks for Frank, everyone.
Much love, Frank. Much love. We appreciate you, Codrin. Frank, you're the man, dude. I fucking 777 all day, baby. All day long. Shout out to WCR. Shout out to Zero. Shout out to Sorbo. Thank you for the I got some new shirts. Appreciate you for that. Matter of fact, I've got world one underneath. Still a little chilly out here for me, even though it's going to be hot this afternoon. But I want to thank all of the window cleaning community for coming together. It's always great to have everybody in, and we appreciate your guys' love and support. Codrin, you're an amazing guest. You're an amazing guy. Love spending time with you. Can't wait to see you again in February. And I guess we'll catch you on the flip side. I got Friday, Brandon Juarez and Michelle. They were the contest winners from the, pardon me. They
Window
won
Cleaning Nation,
the,
they won some polls.
yeah, they won the grand prize, 47 foot, I think, from Simple. Great to see a young couple like that score something so awesome. So we look forward to hearing from them.
Life changing.
Life changing is right, dude.
Reach out and touch stuff.
Yep. Go get it. I hope y'all have a great day. Stay up, stay gold. And what are you telling Deeds?
Change your resin and change your rubbers and get a gutter gizmo this week. Also, 15% off sale, windowcleaner.com. A lot of stuff, 15% off. Go get it, put it in your cart, smash it, send it to your favorite sales guy.
Yeah.
Love you.
Yeah, hope that passion bucket's full. Check y'all on Friday.
Bye, everybody.
See you
Thanks for
Friday, guys.